Entrepreneurs and business owners typically start out doing the wrong thing. And the doing isn't really a doing as much as it is a decision, a focus. Because here's what we know, here's what we believe, here's what has been proven is that there are a relatively few key items, a few key actions, a few key thoughts that are going to yield the greatest result. That's going to make the biggest difference in our businesses, in our lives, going to have the greatest impact on our bottom line. But yet, we don't focus there. Now, I've been in the real estate industry for almost 2 decades. So, for almost 20 years, I have seen real estate agents ignore the number one most important factor when it comes to the value of real estate, the valuation of a property. And what is it? I mean, even if you're not in real estate, you've probably heard it, and that is location, location, location. Now, decades in, you would think that I would be sheltered from making the mistake. I might think that when I go to value real estate properties, I look and say, but the renovations are better, but the roof age is new, or they've redone the floors. Well, ultimately, it comes down to what? Three key factors: location, location, location. And it's not that complicated. So here's what I want to remind you of. What is it today that you already know that has been tried and tested and proven time and time again that does not need to be reevaluated? Where do you need to put your energy and your effort to? That might not be sexy or attractive. It's not the new shiny whistle. It's not going to give us the euphoria of saying, I have this new tool or this new process. I have to go down this new road. Instead, it might just be, let me go with what I know works. Now, might you need to go in and put your spice, your own personality onto things? Absolutely. That's why we're here doing this real time experience called life. But here's what I want to remind you of when we think of location, location, location in real estate. What is the equivalent in your line, in your field, in your industry? What is your location times three? Is it going to be just contact, contact, contact? Is it going to be that you go in and do the research and the study? Or is it just showing up daily with the right attitude? So I don't know what your location times three is, but here's what I am willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that you do have a location times three, that something has worked for others in the past, that worked for you in the past, that just got boring, that all of a sudden you said, there has to be a more entertaining, a more enjoyable way, not necessarily a better way. Well, can I ask you, on the behalf of those that you're looking to serve, that need you to play to the full, could I ask you to go back to the mundane? Can I ask you to get really good at your location times three? Because if you will do that, like I've had to do that time and time again, I do know that those that I serve, those that rely on me to be the best that I can be, I know that their lives are going to be better. So I'm going to encourage you right now to look into whatever it is that you found, or where you found success in the past. Where was your location times three? Where did you see some proven tactics that once you applied them consistently with the correct amount of energy and attention, where were results yielded on the other end? Or better yet, maybe your location time three is going to be revealed by a who. Going in and say, well, who do I need to know that has done what I need to do? And they've done it for a sustained period of time, not a flash in the pan, not some internet guru who came in and said, I read a book about that. Here's my idea, or this is my process. Now I just need you to pay me $19.99, $99.99. A lot of nines there. You get it? So maybe you need to dive in and say, well, who can I go to? Or as Escape said, who can you run to? I'll save that for another video. But here's what we do know about the who. When it comes to our location times 3, there is this thing called proximity power. Whom you are around, the environment in which you find yourself is going to make all the difference in how quickly, how easily, how sustained your prominence at that level is going to be. Also, when we talk about proximity power, I want to remind you that where these people are probably going to be clues for you. Do you know where the movers, the shakers, where the learned individuals are? Do you frequent those places? On location times 3. Have you set up your physical location so that you can do the creative work that's needed to do this thing, to run this race, so that when you are done here on this earth, you can say, man, I really did excel. Well, if your physical location is not set up for success, it's going to be really hard to succeed. Now, some of you might be doing like myself, where you can work from home or mobily. Some of us are back in physical office locations. Well, I want to tell you, it's not your boss, your employer, or your colleague's responsibility to make sure that you are set up in an environment to win. That is totally up to you. Now, after we look at the who part of the location and then our physical location, what does your real estate right here between your ears look like? Have you done the hard work to till the soil to make sure that as you get the seeds of the physical location and some who power into your life, that it's going to fall on good soil? Because we want to make sure that you and I are ready to plant seeds so that we can reap a bountiful harvest, because it really is all about that location, location, location. And this location here might be, I would say that it is the most important location in all of your world. So I want to encourage you today. Stop looking for the shiny, for the bells, the whistles, the exciting, or the sexy. Let's master the mundane. That will take us from being part of the mediocre many and raise us to the ranks of the elite few. I want to remind you, as I always do, if you enjoyed this content, please like, share, comment, invite someone else to be a part of this journey that we're on as we go from being average to being world renowned. I love you. God loves you. And there's nothing you can do about it. And until the next time I see you or you see me, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace.